But we already got a couch set up. The casters have given over to me. I think we need a star on stage, don't we? His name is Enrique Terreño. We need xPeke on stage.
Oh. Hey there again.
Hey Enrique, how are
Hello.
you doing?
Good, good. Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Some exciting games, right?
Yeah.
We shouldn't talk long, we should start,
Yeah,
right?
because
So
they're starting
step
the
out.
final soon, no? So
Great, yeah. Step over to the couch.
yeah. Oh fuck. Sorry. Okay.
As yesterday, we have a mic over there. We have a line already forming with people asking questions. We have the caster desk setting up for social media questions. You can now send them in at xPeke's Twitter handle, right? Okay, xPeke, when we were backstage talking a bit, we had some interesting questions already that we want all of you to hear as well. So one of the interesting questions were, why don't you stream?
Oh yeah, that as well. Well, that one is a harder one. Like I try to stream a lot, but sometimes it just becomes hard with the stress that it causes in a way. Because when you're playing or when you're just playing one game, you can play one game and then take a break, not play again for an hour, then play another game or something. And it's hard to start streaming at first because when you think about it, you know you're going to have to be there for a while. You're going to have to be more focused, and it sucks a bit when you're playing bad and people is watching you on stream. So yeah, I would say it's just more relaxed to not do it, and you get less frustrated when you're playing bad and streaming. Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that tilting on stream would be pretty bad, right?
Yeah.
And giving some statements. Also, one interesting question needs to be asked now that we had a spike in viewers on yesterday's VOD. What kind of breed of dogs do you like?
Oh, for the dogs? Well, like I said yesterday, I prefer cats, and I like orange cats, but for dogs, I really don't have anything at all. I just don't like small dogs.
Okay, no small dogs,
Not
he likes
chihuahuas.
them big.
I don't like
Okay,
chihuahuas.
great. We got a line already forming of viewers. Could you please, the first one of you, step forward?
Okay.
Guys, viewers, are you ready? Can you step forward and ask xPeke some questions? Step forward and take the mic onto your left ear.
Who's your favorite champion in League of Legends?
I think I answered that one yesterday, but my favorite champion just changed over time a lot. Normally, I like more the assassin champions that you can make plays with, because you can always win a fight or kill someone 1v1 even if you're behind. But I would say right now the champions I'm like playing the most or liking the most are LeBlanc and Azir. I really find them really funny. Like they are not boring at all. And you can always do a lot in a game more than a simple combo or simple thing. Yeah.
What do you think about the Drake changes?
Oh, which one?
The Drake changes, like
Oh,
the elemental.
well, I haven't seen it at all. I mean, I have seen it a bit on the stream, but I haven't played myself, only like one game, so I didn't get to really notice how strong it is. But yeah, from what I have been seeing or hearing is that the numbers are maybe a bit too high sometimes, so that they have to nerf a few dragons, only the numbers at least, and see. And yeah. For me, I like it on a way because it makes it different, but I hope that they balance it on a way that is not too broken sometimes.
I heard that there's a neat little interaction that when Mordekaiser gets one dragon as his pet, it has like 25k health.
Yeah, that video I saw that as well, which is probably really stupid. So, but I think all this is stuff that will change it sooner or later.
That's why our teams agreed to not pick Mordekaiser at all today. Sadly, we are not going to see that. Please, the next viewer question, step forward. And could you please move the mic to the center? Thank you very much.
Hey man, big fan, welcome. So I think you performed way better last season than Power of Evil in the games you played. Will we see more of xPeke in the next LCS split?
Yeah, that's the plan. My idea was never to play on a spring split. It was always to play maybe at playoffs and summer split. And now I will be, well, pretty much we will do it the same with it, but since the beginning of the split. Like we will be sharing practice since the first days, and whoever is better fit for the team or whoever is playing better champions at a time will be the one that will play. So yeah, I think so, and I hope I have the level to actually play more games as well.
Very nice. Hope to see you, man.
Thank you.
Great. We got some more viewers. Step forward and ask some questions.
Yeah. xPeke, you've been playing LoL for a long time, right? So how do you think the game has changed over when you started till now?
It has changed a lot. Like the game, the good thing about the game is that it changes constantly all the time, and sometimes you will like it, sometimes you won't like it, but it's always changing. For me, the biggest change, more than the game itself, is that what people know now and didn't know before. Because when you think about the past, there were a lot of things that were really broken or really OP, and no one really used them, and they were not changed for years. And now I think people is just smarter at finding out what's good, what's strong, and what not. So it forces, on a way, the game to change a lot. And sometimes it can feel boring, because right now, for example, if you watch LCS or competitive game, nothing really happens because everyone knows exactly what to do, and it becomes boring the first 10, 20 minutes until something starts happening. But yeah, I don't know. For me, like I said, the more change, the better, because on a way, it might suck. It might make you feel because you don't know what to do now, and it's a new game or something. But it's also interesting because it gives you the opportunity to learn stuff before others, to try new things, kind of. And yeah, for me, I just like it right now, even though there are patches that I hate sometimes. I still like at least to try and figure them out. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
We were talking about fun little things like AP Tryndamere and stuff that nobody didn't know about.
For example,
a long
AP
time.
Tryndamere was there for a long time, or
AP Master Yi in Season 2, right?
Or ping wards. You could buy all the ping wards you wanted for 3 years, and no one bought them. So.
Yeah, because 25 gold, I mean,
yeah, that's a big difference.
Hey. That's some great value for your price. Okay, we got some more viewers. Step forward.
Hey man, I've got a question. What do you think about going for League of Legends? The team is
Could you step up a little closer to the mic?
Okay. The game is less one-on-one directed and more of the decision making and the shot calling of the team. What do you think about that? Because for me, it's a little bit sad because it's not the one-on-one skill that counts as much as the seasons before.
Yeah, I agree with you. There should be a balance there, because there was a time in which being good mattered more than strategy. That was not good either. It made it more fun, right, to watch and play, but it was not perfect. But ideally, what you want to have is a place where if someone is really good, you can actually carry a game. You can force things into the enemy guys, because right now, at the high level, it's really hard for someone to do something alone, 1v1. Like everyone is kind of smart, so no one will put themselves in a situation that they will have to fight you. They will just play defensive. Everyone will be smart. Will be about the decisions, about the strategy, and like I said before, it becomes a bit boring sometimes when everyone knows exactly what to do. It becomes a bit boring because no one wants to be the one fucking it up, and pretty much they just play safe and do the same strategy mirror until one guy makes a small mistakes. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say I would like it to be a bit more like before, in a way that 1v1s matter. Being good individually is a strong point, even if it doesn't make you win games. Yeah.
Do you think, another question, do you think that this patch the towers got much stronger early game, that lane swaps will happen less?
I'm not sure, because I would have to play it myself a lot with a team, because right now you can think about it and see it, but in solo queue it's really, really hard to tell, and I would have to see how it goes on when you play on pre-med. But I still think lane swaps, as long as they don't get really killed, are still going to exist a lot, because it just makes you force good lane for you. If you have a bad lane, you just lane swap. So even if you know the other team might get an advantage, teams will still try to lane swap a lot. And yeah, I think it will keep happening, but I will have to see how it is once I practice it.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you. And we got another viewer question.
Hi.
Hey.
Is there any champ in League that you want to master but kind of failed? besides Talia, the new champ?
Well, I'm not sure right now. There is many champions that feel a bit weird to master, kinda. Like I guess, for example, I had this with Asir, that it was really hard to, even though I could play it a lot and I could play it good, it's really hard to play it as smooth. And there's people that just play it a bit and they feel really good, really confident on it. And I would like to be able to master him, and the same for Kalista. And though she's not a mid laner, she's an AD. She seems super fun, and every time I play her a lot, but I just can't seem to do good with her. I'm super bad, even though I play like 100 games already of her.
Thank you very much.
Now, Peke, we heard that you haven't played the newest patch yet, and you really like changes in League of Legends. But how do you adapt to those changes? Are you the one guy that's theory crafting until late in the night, or do you just play the game and try to find out by yourself by playing?
Well, everything pretty much. It just depends. For example, when I mine something that could work, I like to try it myself, and I like to practice it a lot and wonder how it could work better, how it doesn't. But ideally, the best for me is when I see someone do something new, and I'm like, oh my God, this might be good, I'm gonna try it. Then that's the best for me. I prefer to play late until night that thing until I can figure it out how to do it properly. That's kind of what I prefer the most.
So you like to be inspired by other people first and then try it out yourself and master what they basically found out?
Yeah, pretty much. Unless I become with some crazy idea and I decide to try it.
You actually already saw that yesterday, right?
Yeah, for example.
When I was talking about Malzahar being good and then you played it in the fan games?
Yeah, exactly. You just said it was good, so I had to try it at least.
Yeah, great stuff. Thank you very much. Now, let's get over to the caster booth with Aspartem.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
hello. This time the questions online are coming a little bit more slowly than yesterday, but we have a really good one, and it is about your career. Do you have any, like, a big regret that you, like, something that you would have done completely different now in hindsight, or?
No, I wouldn't say regret, because I don't have regret, but I had doubts that how things would have gone if I did some other decisions. Like, yeah, at some points nowhere. Many times I had the options to change teams, to join these new super teams creating, to join teams that were like super big at that time, and yeah, I always had those choices, and I never really went for them. But many times I wonder how much it would have changed for me if I actually went to one of these teams and decided to risk it to go there. I don't know. Like I said, I don't even think if it will be that I regret it, even if it would have been better. But I wonder how much different it would be for me now.
Interesting. Now, but a question that wasn't answered is, what would have been the plan B if it didn't work out with eSport?
Well, I didn't have a plan B. My plan B was going back to my house and going back to study like I was doing back then. It was nothing. I didn't really have a plan before esports either.
Okay.
So I was just about study, keep living life, keep figuring out what I want to do and what I like, and meanwhile just keep studying and keep moving forward. And that's what I would have done if it didn't work out.
Great stuff. Aspartem, do we have some more social media questions?
Well, right now, yeah, there was a question about you playing more, but we already had that. But there were also questions about retirement now because you did a little bit less. Are there any plans in the future about how do you see yourself in the next few years?
I still see myself playing for a while. I don't know how long, obviously. I said sometimes that the game is sometimes harder to play as much as before. I can still practice, the team practice and play some solo queue, but I cannot put that extra effort that I was able to before. Like before, I would be able to play non-stop for weeks, all day, all night, and yeah, it made me play better. And now when I cannot do that, even though I might play good or I might still be able to improve, it's way slower, and it makes me also feel bad that I cannot do it because it's on a way I feel like I could do so much more and I'm just doing it badly. And sometimes I think about it, but right now I still like the game a lot and I still want to play. So I want to see how it is for summer split and then keep kind of deciding every split how I want to do it.
Also, now you got less time with attending events like this one and even more events, right?
Yeah, yeah, but this is fun to go to these events as well. Like I don't go that often, maybe every month, every few months. But in the end, it's fun because it's kind of like a holidays to disconnect from the game a bit, even though I still see the game everywhere.
I hope it's being like holidays for you, and I hope it's not too stressful here at the event.
No, not at all. It's fine for me. I actually, like I said, I actually like it. It's nice sometimes, especially here that I don't have to compete. It's much nicer and relaxed than if I had to do this kind of stuff at tournaments. Yeah.
Well, you had to kind of compete yesterday, right?
Same way.
Some kind of competing, yeah. What does the social media front look like?
Yeah, they're asking if you had the power, what champion would you remove from the game if you had to?
Oh, okay. They ask me that a lot. I will just remove all the kind of champions that you don't care about when they are nerfed, but when they are played, they are super OP. Like I said it some time ago, like I think Rengar is on the list, Master G is on the list, Udyr is on the list, even Timo as well, because if you see Timo in a game, he's either feeding in your team or carrying in the other team. So yeah, all these kind of champions that are just there to be annoying, they are extremely annoying when they are played.
Then what is the most annoying champion that you ever had the pleasure to play against?
Wow, yeah, like I said, all of those and Seiko. All the invisible champions in general. I hate them. They are super annoying.
Also thinking back to like AP Yi or Release Xin Zhao. Do you like them?
Yeah, well, those were fun. Those were a fun experience. Like Xin Zhao, Release Xin Zhao was a fun experience because when you get to play it yourself, you feel like you're playing another game. Just killing everyone and everyone was minions and everyone just dies, yeah.
Yeah, and they make for some really fun highlight reels, right? What does the social media front look like?
Yeah, Diazmuni is asking, who is the toughest opponent you ever had in your career? Like maybe in that you faced over and over again?
Well, it's hard to tell. Like, it depends on the times and the seasons, right? Like, I lost to too many people sometimes, and I will say the toughest opponent I had for quite a while was maybe Froggen, because even though I have played other people that might be better at different times, Froggen was always really good for like 1 year. He was always way better than me, and he was frustrating on a way that I couldn't really beat him. I could maximum go equal to him, and yeah, that was the toughest opponent I ever had for like 1 year until I started to improve more and more and more.
Froggen, of course, with his Anivia comfort pick, right?
The beginning of the Anivia.
Being really annoying with that revive passive. Do we have more questions coming in from social media?
Xnalem is asking if you prefer the new best of 2 format or the old best of 3 format.
I'm not sure because I have never played best of 2 myself, so I really don't know how it is. The good thing about a best of 2 is that you know you're just gonna play 2 games no matter what. So in a way you are more prepared for it. But I guess it kind of sucks if you play 1 game bad and then the next game you do good and you know you will win a best of 3 and you have to just stay with 1-1. But I honestly think 1-1 has a lot of good things. It's that, like I said, you know you will play 2 games always. You win or you lose. It doesn't matter if you win 1 game. At least you always have one chance. And yeah, I will say it's probably gonna be good, but I will have to experience it.
Yeah, and also there's now the counter question to before. They're asking, what was the best decision you think you made compared to before when we asked about the regrets? Now, what do you think is like, that was really great, that was the best decision I made?
Quitting Dota and starting to play League of Legends. That was probably the best decision I ever made, yeah.
Did you hear that, folks? Quit Dota, play League of Legends. Make money.
Yeah, well.
But if we're on the subject of Dota and League of Legends, why do you prefer League of Legends over Dota?
Well,
why did you switch over?
Yeah, I just liked it at that time. It was mostly that at first I didn't like League of Legends more or less. I just saw it as a different game. But a lot of my friends were playing League of Legends, so in a way I was forced to, if I wanted to play with friends, I had to play League of Legends or Dota alone. So I started to play League of Legends more and more and more, and once I was getting actually good at the game, I started to like it more than Dota. So at some point, I switched from playing Dota alone and League with friends to just play League only with friends and alone.
Okay, guys, you hear it. If you want to be good, play with friends first and play the game your friends play. They're going to pressure you into it. Do we have more social media questions?
Yeah. Fro is asking, is there any like Spanish rivalry between you and Ocelot? Sorry, is there any Spanish rivalry between you and Ocelot? Like, is there some?
Yeah, I mean, there is in a way. I don't think it's not a big rivalry, as in we hate each other or we cannot see each other or something. Because when we talk to each other, it's completely fine and we're good friends. But on a way, there is always a rivalry that comes out just of checking social media, reading forums, because obviously everyone is playing to be the best, and when you're playing and then the other guy does better than you, and you see everyone from your country is saying, "Oh, you're bad and he's good, you're bad and he's good." It kind of, even though you had nothing against that person, it makes you create a rivalry that you just really want to beat him. Maybe not because of him, but because of what people will say. Yeah.
Now, talking about rivalries, is there any rivalry that you really enjoyed because you were good friends with the other person, or any other reason?
Well, it was really nice to have this rivalry with Fnatic, for example, last split when we were playing. It was perfect, I would say, on a way that, I mean, I would have liked to win the finals against Fnatic, but it was perfect that we were the two best teams, and on a way we were able to make it, you know, that we were not dependent of Fnatic to have success or anything, that we could, that we could do it on our own as well. And I really enjoyed the whole story of how it went, how we improved from being worse than Fnatic to being equal to Fnatic and being able to take them to 5 games to go to the semifinals at Worlds. That was for me like the best friendly rivalry I had.
Was also very enjoying to watch as a viewer, actually. Do we have more coming in from social media?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they're asking, you're so long in this community now and doing so much. What keeps you going right now, after all these years? What's the strive?
Mostly the competition. Sometimes I doubted myself, like I said, when I'm playing for a long time and I get a bit bored, I'm like wondering why am I playing so much? But in the end, it's just like when you're actually playing a tournament, it just feels 10 times nicer. When you're playing a tournament, when you're playing with your team, when you're actually like talking, like doing the strategies, working together in the game, and it just feels so different than from playing solo queue. Like, yeah, that's pretty much what I like. That feeling that you have when you go and you lose and you get super mad and you just want to get better. So next time you actually win, or when you win and you see all the hard work that just rewarded you. So I would say, yeah, like competition and the feeling you get after winning, or the nerves you have before a tournament, is what kind of makes it really, really worth it.
Great stuff, great stuff. Is there more coming in from Twitch chat?
Yeah, they're asking, what's the funniest thing that happened to you today or at the Fantasy in total, or what was the most exciting things you saw here live at the venue?
Well, there were many things. First off, like met a lot of people, a lot of different people. So it was, with some of them, it was like really, really fun. But I don't know. One girl gifted me a really cool, how do you call it, air gun, which is really nice. So I'm probably gonna be shooting at people with it. She told me to shoot someone on my team with it, so it will be really fun when I get to do that.
Then there is also the question, what was your first like main champion or just your role? Where did you start in League and why?
Well, at first I used to play every role kinda, like mostly mid lane and jungle. And my main champion, I said it yesterday, it was Ashe. I used to play a lot of Ashe non-stop, but I also like to play Amumu in the jungle and Morgana. It was like the 3 champions I used to play all the time, and that was how it went for me for the first 3 months or 2 months, only playing 3 champions until I got really good at them.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, about your really low count of pentakills, right?
Yeah,
kind of embarrassing even. If any one of you in the audience also has any questions, we got a microphone over there. You can form a queue and ask him right away. or you can always also hop onto Twitter or Twitch chat and ask him via Aspartem. How is it looking?
Yeah, we were talking about the older like seasons before, like release Xinjiao and stuff like that. So overall, what was your most favorite season to play in so far?
I really enjoyed like the end season. Season 2 was really fun on a way. That I like how the game was at that time, but obviously I wasn't like doing that good at that time. And then season 3 in general was like really good because it came to a point that mid laners had all the power to carry. It was about the split push meta, and it was super fun because you relied only on yourself, and the more you play, the better you got, the better you will be, and you could make more plays. And I really enjoyed playing during season 3 because I could easily improve when I played bad because it was only about me, and when I was playing good, it was really fun because I could actually like carry games just by doing it properly.
Also, was it back then when we had the famous xPeke backdoor maneuver? Or was that season 2?
That was in between season 2 and season 3.
In between, yeah, right. There was that kind of meta where you had the mid laner split pushing and being really important in all the games.
That's true. Even though during the backdoor I actually didn't really even split push that much, it was just like after that it happened.
Okay, we got some audience questions from a Dunkmaster Darius.
What's your thoughts about Cassidy now with the new items, with the Morellos, with the Tier and the Rod of Ages, with the mana and health pack? What do you think? Will he be more viable now, or?
Like I said, I haven't played the patch enough to actually know if this is good or bad for him. But I would say he's viable right now already. So I think these changes are only going to be a bit better for him. He had a good laning phase against mages always, and now it seems like there's going to be a lot more mages on mid lane, and he's really good against all of them because he has a good laning phase, and when he gets strong and he can speed push, they cannot do anything. So I actually think that he's going to become a really strong pick soon.
Because of the mana refund from the
See again?
The mana refund from tiers.
Yeah, I mean all those changes will add up to it. So if he was, like I said, if he was strong before, he's gonna have good matchups. He's gonna be even better with these items. So that's why I think I could see him like becoming a really strong pick Van again maybe.
And another question: how is it with you and Power of Evil? If you switch up in the best of 5, or even in best of 3, if you switch up, is there some rivalry between you and him, or is it just to push you and him up?
Yeah, I think it's a healthy rivalry because we hang out really good together. And we talk a lot about the game and ask each other, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Like on a game, I saw you doing this. Don't you think you could have done this or gone this way or done this? And on a way, it just helps us both play better because we see each other play. So I don't think we ever look at it as a negative way, as, oh, this guy is doing better than me, or shit, I want to play, stuff like this. We look at it more of I can improve from this, I can learn from this, and he's doing this bad, so I can teach him this. And in a way, we're helping each other to improve. And yeah, and whoever is best is normally who plays, whoever is best fit for the team. But I would say that we are both actually improving just by doing this. So.
And how about the plans with Origin? Will you invite more players for, to switch top lane maybe if
Yeah, ideally we would like to do that. It's a bit harder because in the end this situation is hard to find a player that is good. He's okay with maybe not playing that many games, and yeah, it just become harder because some players are not willing to do this, you know. Like they are like, no, if I'm good, I prefer to play every game on this team or this team, but I don't want to be a sub even if this team is better. Like most of the players are like this, who wouldn't want to be a sub. So I think it's about time that there will be more people that will be willing to swap, play less games, and then hopefully when that time comes, yeah, I would like to actually have more than 6 players.
But the hardest one, I guess, is the synergy between the teammates.
Yeah, that as well. Like if you have too many players, it can be good, but in the short term, I think it can be bad because you had a lot of synergies with a lot of different players. You don't really know which one is best, what works best, and it can be tricky. So I think it's something you have to be really, really prepared for, and you need experience to know what works and what not with this. Yeah.
You need to find the players that are best suited. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I heard our next viewer has a really cool shirt, right?
Oh, nice.
My question is, will Origin make it to Worlds this year? And how will they do with you?
I think the chances of us going to Worlds are pretty high right now. We have 70 points from sprint split already. So that means pretty much if we get second again, or even third, we have a high chance of making it to Worlds just by having most points. So what that means is that even if we are not the best team at that time, our chances of making it are really high. And I would say once we make it, it will be about practicing hard like last year. Maybe bootcamp in Korea or wherever it is at that time that the bootcamp will be more beneficial for 1 month straight. And try our hardest for World again. So I don't know the chances because it's hard to tell right now. When I don't even know how good we're gonna be by the end of the split. But I will say if we actually qualify, we will try our best to go as far as we can.
And another question, why was it so close versus G2, the finals?
So what?
Why you lost so close versus G2?
It was so close? Or
why you lost so close?
Oh, well, the problem against G2 was mostly, I think I would say pick and ban related. When I watched the games after, and even while I was watching them, skill-wise, they didn't seem to be better or to really be outplaying or anything. It just seemed like they had really good team comps every game, and it made it to a point that even if they were behind, they were losing turrets, they couldn't do anything, they had a really good comp. So the moment we make a mistake and they come back a bit in the game, they will just win automatically because in late game they were stronger. So even if they are 5 or 10k gold behind, it didn't matter because we had to play scared, knowing that if we lose one fight, we lose the game. And on a way, it was really good from them to have that they had better pick and ban phase. And I think if we would have been able to improve the pick and ban before the series, I think we would have actually won the whole thing.
A few weeks longer to prepare for that fight. Have you actually already asked him to sign that shirt?
I signed my hoodie today at the
great. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We got some more viewers, some poros.
Hi.
Hey, please step near to the mic or take it off the stand even.
Okay. I want to ask if is it forbidden for
Wait, can you get closer? I didn't hear. Sorry.
Bit closer.
forbidden to have a girlfriend for your pro players?
If it's okay to have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I think so. As long as you are, it just depends on the person. And as long as you are smart about it, you can have a girlfriend. And as long as the girlfriend understands what you're doing, because I have seen everything. I have seen people with girlfriends that work and people with girlfriends that didn't work. And you have to play a lot as a pro player, and you have to think a lot about the game and have little worries. So if your girlfriend in a way is a bit selfish, but if your girlfriend is really worrying you too much, telling you, making you have problems that you shouldn't really be having, and asking you to play less and stuff like this, then yeah, I don't think it will work, because in the end, it's about that. The less you can think about the game, the worse you will be. So you have to find a balance. But I also agree that it is nice when you have the right support, a girlfriend that supports you, and at the same time can help you disconnect from when you're having a bad time in League of Legends, or when you are really not wanting to think about it for a day or for some hours, some day or some time. Yeah. So I think it's possible. It's just probably hard.
Okay. And I want to ask if you would accept the friend's request of me.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. My ID is Victorious UU.
Okay, you can write it to me after if you want. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You can quickly come backstage and give it to you. Yeah. Thank you very much. You seem to be really popular with the girls, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I got lucky. I got lucky.
they always like to remind you of that famous backdoor move, right?
No comments. No comments.
Great, great, great. Asparte, do we have some more comments from social media?
Yeah, they were asking about the rivalry between EU and NA. That's always a little bit going on, who's better. And I know you already talked a little bit yesterday about it. Can you explain it again for those who are watching now? What do you think, who is ahead right now and why?
Yeah, I said exactly yesterday. Pretty much is, in the end, what people like the most is drama or having fun or talking, yeah, like bullshit in the end. And when you don't really know the personalities of Asia, you don't really know the personalities of other regions, it's hard to like or dislike someone that you don't know. But from NA and Europe, everyone kind of knows everyone, how they are, if they are good, if they are smart, if they are like someone you don't like or someone you like. So it makes it easier to create that drama in between, in a way that if you hate someone from NA, you will kind of flame NA on purpose, and then someone that hates someone from Europe will defend a guy and flame each other. And that's kind of how it is. Like, people just know more or like someone more and dislike someone more, and that's how the drama is kind of created. And in a way, it's more fun because everyone, as soon as someone says something about NA or EU being bad, everyone gets triggered. So it's an easy way to start a discussion and have fun for some hours.
Yeah, and how do you see it like from a competitive level? Who is ahead right now? The NA scene or the EU scene, and why is that?
For me, normally, I always think Europe is normally better. Overall, it's always like this, but right now it looked like, yeah, at MSI, NA was ahead of not only NA but ahead of many teams. They were really well prepared. They actually played the game better than the rest, and yeah, as much as it might suck, it seemed like even though Europe was better for most of the time, NA is ahead right now. Yeah.
Thank you, Aspartem. And I think we have a last viewer question. Please step forward.
Hello. Hello. Well, do you think that esport is not a kind of a sport, recognized as a kind of a sport in other countries?
What do you mean in other countries?
Like,
can you move up the mic a bit?
Like that esport is not recognized as a sport in other countries, like Spain or whatever.
Yeah, but that's just hard to understand. Like for me, I really don't mind if they consider a sport or not a sport or something. It's just in the end, it is what it is. Like we should not really care if people that don't like it don't have to really care about it either, right? Like, you don't force anyone to care about tennis or football or something. So, for me, as long as they just respect it the way it is, I don't mind if they consider it whatever they want. So that's pretty much how it is. But I do think that they underestimate a bit the competition sometimes there is, and the preparations that pro players have to take to actually compete. I think they kind of ignore those facts. If they knew the hours you have to put compared to other sports, they will be surprised.
All right, thank you.
Great, thank you very much. We have time for one last viewer question. Please step forward. Can you move up just the mic a little bit? Thank you very much.
If you could make one change to the game, what would it be?
Oof, I don't even know right now what I would like to change. Maybe, yeah, it's hard to tell what to change because the game is so, it's changed so much that I don't really know what would be good or not. Maybe I would like the dragon to give more gold again and be on a way more like forcing you to fight around it a bit more. But yeah, I don't really know what I would like to change. I have changed so much in the last years that I don't know what I preferred out of all of it. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Now, xPeke, as a last thing, let's do a stereotypical thing and do a little selfie in front of the crowd. Can we do that?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Okay, I got my phone with me. Now, crowd, I need you all to go wild and to be in the phone shot as well. This is going to be posted.
They're running.
Our stuff. Let me just move the camera around. And let's do some.
Come on, people, get into the picture.
Let's get in the middle of the stage.
Okay.
We need to get in the middle of the stage. You need to be all on it. You come in front, all come in front, so we can fill out the front a bit. Want to do one as well?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
of
think I'll
course,
take
we
one
need
myself
some,
too.
right?
We should take two. Macizo.
We need to go wild, people. Okay, wait. Leader on one. Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you so very much.
How are you?
Oh my God. Isn't that cute, ladies and gentlemen?
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah?
Like, you have to.
I think we won't do that on stage, right? Okay. Enrique, thank you so very much, man.
Thank you.
Okay, and we're out.